Hey everyone, today's video we are going over the best stretches for shoulder blade pain. What we're talking about is the area between the shoulder blade and the spine, this pesky little spot right in between here that you feel like you just want to dig out with something because there's such a bad trigger point going on there. My name is Dawn. I work at Performance Place Sports Care. I'm just one part of the locally world famous chiropractors here in Costa Mesa. And we're going to talk about those best stretches and if they work for you, why they work. We'll also kind of go over the top causes because different causes could respond to different things. So we don't expect you to do all of these. We want you to choose one or two that works best for you, and that can really help you cue in on maybe possible causes here. Sarah is going to be our model for today. And ultimately, let me turn you sideways here. So number one spot that we see in the office that is the true cause of shoulder blade pain is actually coming from the neck. So first and foremost, I want you to come up with an outcome measure. Outcome measure is look down for me. Does that create your shoulder blade pain? Look up for me. Does that create pain? Maybe going side to side. Does that create pain? Or taking your nose into your armpit on each side and seeing if any of those create discomfort. If you have something different at home, do it and then follow us along on the video here. We want you to go back to the things that created pain in the first place to see if it's improving. So first and foremost, the neck. The neck is a top cause of shoulder blade pain. So I'm going to have you start first with what we call chin tucks. Go ahead and look forward for me, Sarah. What I want you to do is pretend my hand is super duper stinky. Can you get away from it? And then relax, away from the stinky hand, and relax. Can you show the audience what we don't want? There you go. How about the looking down one, or even the looking up? Good. We want you to pretend there's a pane of glass here, and you're just sliding your chin across it. Don't break through it, and don't lift up on it. As Sarah goes through these, we're going to talk about possible causes. So shoulder blade pain, although it feels like it's right there in between the shoulder blade and you just want somebody to dig your thumb into it, too many times do we see that neck pain or nerves in the neck here that supply down into this area is what's causing it. You may or may not have neck pain along with this, but this is top cause of what we see here. So Sarah's going to keep going through those chin tucks, and she might feel a little bit of the pain at first, but as she goes, it should slowly start to improve. If you're doing this at home and you're noticing it's making it worse, let's disregard this exercise. Something different's going to work for you, so stick around for the video. If at any point you like what we're doing, there's some free resources that are going to pop up in the corner for you to click on. Take advantage of those. They're there for a reason. They can help you figure out next steps to how to recover from this. So if chin tucks aren't working out so well for you, Sarah, let's turn you towards the camera. Let's say her shoulder blade pain is on the right side here. We're going to take the arm and we're going to offload that shoulder. So let's go hand behind the neck and let the elbow just drop. She's going to hold on to that side there, and then she's going to take her nose into the armpit there. Many times people are thinking we're looking for a stretch. We're not looking for a stretch in this position. We're looking for this to be a relieving position. Stay here for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Take some belly breaths in this position and seeing if offloading the nerve in the neck here by opening up the hole where that nerve comes out starts to diminish your shoulder blade pain. So those are two things that you can try if pain is coming from the neck down into the shoulder blade. If these work for you, then that kind of cues you in on maybe the neck is the culprit here, okay? Next thing we're going to do, second cause of shoulder blade pain, go ahead and stand on up for me, is actually something happening in the mid-back. Come around this way. I'm going to turn the bench sideways. So let's go with knees on the floor and elbows on the bench. Go ahead and flip around for me, Sarah. So we're going to go knees on the floor, elbows on the bench here, and what she's going to do is she's going to sit her butt back and drop her chest to the floor. Just working within a range that feels comfortable for her. No pinchy shoulders here. Rock back up and rock back down. Second cause that we see that could be causing shoulder blade pain is the actual spine in between the shoulder blades not moving very well. So areas around it are having to work really, really hard. So we see in the office that number 2 cause of shoulder blade pain could be that spot. And so what we're going to do is we're going to lightly mobilize it. You'll see Sarah's just going in and out of this position. You should notice the more you do this, the less you feel your pain. the more your range of motion improves. If this is making your shoulder blade pain worse, again, disregard. Some of the other exercises might work out well for you. But this one here is offloading the neck, offloading the muscles of the shoulder blade, and just getting your mid back to move and extend better. So as we get those joints to mobilize a little bit more, we get back up and we retest that range of motion, looking down, looking up, side to side, whatever it was that created your pain, and seeing if that improved it. Okay, so one last thing that we're gonna try here is the actual muscles that attach at the shoulder blade. Go ahead and turn around for me and show them your backside. So there's muscles that attach from the shoulder blade to the spine here, like the rhomboids, the upper traps, the mid traps, things in that area that might be working a little bit too hard. So we're gonna stretch out those muscles and we're gonna get a different area of the shoulder, like what we call the posterior capsule back here, working a little bit better for you. So go ahead and face the camera again and just lay on the side that hurts. Perfect. So she's gonna come all the way down onto the shoulder and she's gonna stack her shoulder under her. Ultimately, we don't want that shoulder being forward like you normally fall into that position when you are sleeping or laying on your side. We're gonna have it stacked right underneath her and down away from her ear. There we go. And then relaxing there. Go ahead and put that arm out straight for me. Good. And so she's gonna take this top hand and she's gonna reach past the hand on the bottom. Go as far as you possibly can. Hang out there. And then she's gonna crawl her fingers back across her arm. Good, and then pull like a bow and arrow behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together on the backside here. Perfect. And then we're gonna repeat, reach past that hand again. Find the stretch in the back of the shoulder here. Good, and then she's gonna bow and arrow backwards again. So as she goes through this, what you should be feeling is the area, not your chief complaint spot between the shoulder blades, but a little bit further off to the side behind the back of the shoulder is what's stretching, moving, and working here. So number 3 cause is true muscles that attach into the shoulder blade there are the culprits. They're working too hard and we want to offload those muscles. So we'll go through this exercise, maybe 10, 15 reps, and then get up again and see how do we feel. So those are some updated things that we've seen in the office that work out really, really well for shoulder blade pain. Let's recap really quickly. Number 1 cause coming from the neck, whether you have neck pain or not. We want to offload the neck and see if that helps with the nerves that refer down into that spot. Number 2, get the spine in between the shoulder blades, the mid, back, and the ribs that attach to it, moving a little bit better with exercise number 2. Lastly, the actual muscle attachments around the shoulder blade and girdle there, seeing if we can offload those, stretch those, get a different area of the shoulder working, and retesting your pain again afterwards. If you guys like this video, go ahead and go onto our YouTube channel, type in shoulder blade discomfort. We have tons of stuff on there for you to take advantage of. You guys want something a little bit more individualized for you, you can always give us a call or email us. Let us know what's going on and we can set up a session to figure out what the right exercises are for you. Talk to you guys soon.